Why the hell did I get this guy? This is a freaking thing I got. If you're wondering why I'm out of breath, it's because I'm fat. Also because despite this looking like dog shit, this setup took about 1,000,000 years just to freaking put up, man. So I got like a shit ton of stuff to show. So it's just gonna be a marathon of stuff to show this time. And basically I'm doing it because Ahab hasn't put anything up in forever. Ironically, it took too long to edit. I ended up putting another video before this one. Classic me. It's gonna be toys, movies, and whatever else comes up, guy. Let's start with toys because there's some big ones that I have to get out of the way. I found this retro, what are they called? The remastered Turtles set at Target. They had a sale going, so I got one, and I got one for 50% off. Got one for my boy Ahab. It's by him sucking ball sacks. It's pretty cool. It seems to have fixed the issues that the original releases had. And unlike Pixel Dan, my Splinter does have a tail, so that's cool. Not gonna open it though, I'm gonna keep it in the box. Okay, next up we got this boy, another sale item. I found it at Walmart for 20 bucks. It had literally just come out and it went straight to clearance. Classic. Tell you what, these freaking glasses are fogging up the joint. Mudang. And then we got my first chase, pop chase. Classic, I get my first pop chase just when Funko's about to explode or implode, I guess. But yeah, this my boy Ahab got me this Nosferatu. Of course, I'm a Nosferatite. So I got one chase, and then we went to GameStop, and this homie heard me talk about how the Cooper Howard pop was impossible to find. He's like, yo, I think we got one. And he looked it up, and he found one. So now I have two chases. Walton freaking Goggins doing his thing.
You look like death warmed over. Every time I look at you, I lose my fucking appetite.
Classic. Remember that time we did a review for the Fallout show and Ahab never put it out? Next up is this little Eastman Laird turtle NECA. Now, from what I looked up, this is a knockoff because the OGs all had the red bandanas as they should. And this one has a little box. You can see they all have their individual bandanas, but it's a really good knockoff. Like, god damn, these freaking glasses are fogging up! Next up, we got a freaking Lion Shark, Jeff, from Marvel Rivals. Next up, we got a freaking Foot Soldier guy, Foot Ninja from TMNT Motu crossover. Found it at freaking Ross. Man, I wanted this one. Never saw it in stores. Had 1,000,000 at Ross. Classic. And of course, he also transforms into this King Hiss creation, which I just added an extra freaking little arm for. He only comes with 2 snake arms, but I added an extra one guy. My goal was to make a super long boy, but they sold out, so that sucks. Another freaking Motu thing I found at Ross. Again, this line went straight to freaking Ross. Is this Tila, which looks pretty cool until you do a zoom in on that face and you realize that the paint job is dog shit on it. But for 10 bucks, pretty cool. And it's just a pretty cool Tila, honestly. Continuing on the freaking Motu train and the Ross train, found this She-Ra at Ross. Not gonna lie, Ahab got it at Walmart and I was shitting on it, dude. I was like, that shit's stanky. Really, I was just a freaking salty turd. But I will say my one complaint is that it should come with an unhelmeted head, as all She-Ras do. Yet another freaking Ross Motu find, this Hordak. Pretty cool Hordak. I have a Masterverse Hordak, but it's from the She-Ra line, I guess, subline. So it's blue. This one's way cooler because black. I don't know what that means, but you know. Going yet again to Ross and Masters of the Universe. This line is probably not doing very well if it's just hitting Ross's straight. Oh no, you know what? This was a DD's discount, guy. I was lying. This is DD's discounts. Roboto. Now I'm a anti-Robotite originally, but this one's pretty cool. It's from the new Eternia subline. And he's got like a freaking endoskeleton T800 style under his little robot head. That's pretty cool. Taking a break from Ross, but still sticking with Motu. My boy Ahab got me this freaking Scala Mumbra crossover thing. Not gonna lie, I don't love this subline, the freaking Thundercat subline, but this one's pretty cool. I actually got two. I ended up buying another one so that I could have a normal Mumbra and a normal Skeletor. You know, it's a good sign when you've been sitting for a solid 5 minutes, 8 minutes actually, and you're still out of breath. Classic health. I picked up an extra freaking remastered Raphael because I'm a Raphaelite, and it was like freaking $9 on Amazon. It was pretty cool. I will say that his left leg looks like his right leg, which is weird. I thought mine was like defective, but I think that's just how it is, which is very strange. Also, the articulation is ass. Oh shit, guy! We're going back to freaking Motu Land? Eternia is what it's called, I believe. Anyway, that was lame. I got this one on Big Bad. I think it was $12. I like snake people. I like reptiles, reptilian thongs. My brother wore once. Not Ahab, the other brother. And they were in my freaking clothes hamper. And then I walked in to give him his reptilian thong. Saw his muscly ass. Hated it. Don't hate this though. Pretty cool. Oh, here we go. We got Mumbra. This is why I got two of that Skeletor Mumbra set. Going back to freaking Multiverse, McFarlane Land with this Scarecrow. Now, I'm not used to my Scarecrow being a buff boy, but, you know, it's pretty cool. Again, articulation is pretty booty, but whatever. He's just going to kind of loom about, you know, so not hating. Oh, Mankey. So this is a freaking figure I used to have as a feline, and I had to get it when it came out. And right now I reached into the bag, and this is an issue. It's not because it's been in the box for a long time. This is an issue with this figure, for me at least. That leg just pops off, guy. You can't pop the leg in. I'm not going to do it right now. It just deserves to be shamed. Let's take a trip back to freaking DD's Discount, which I think stands for Dog Dick Discounts. I don't know why they freaking promote their dog dick business on the side. It's kind of weird, but whatever. Here's freaking Baron Zemo, which I recently found out. And the classic Marvel thing, which we've noticed, is a villain whose face was literally pasted on, or his mask was pasted on. And then later, he was like, wait a minute, I could have just taken it off. So he lived for like 20 years with a pasted mask. That's classic. Of course, the other pasted hero, Rhino. It's a weird paste issue with freaking Marvel anyway. And then this freaking guy, I think his name is Zoltar. Yeah, that's the one. Kind of ridiculous design. Pretty cool though, I like it. And then another classic freaking video that Ahab never put out was me sucking off Fantastic Four movie, saying that it was leagues better than Superman. Which, again, despite liking Superman, it's freaking dog shit compared to the Fantastic Four. So yeah, I had to get these figures. I really liked that movie, guy. Loved it so much. Had to get them. And then we got freaking Pedro. Pedro is in everything. He was pretty cool, man. He was a shockingly convincing read. Like, I look at Pedro and I'm not like, he's a smart guy. You know what I mean? Not hating, but he doesn't give off smart guy vibes. But he was like super convincing, guy. I loved him. And then we got freaking this guy. You know, I ended up getting this version instead of the flame version because I just wanted my team to look all like, you know, like one or whatever. That makes sense. So yeah, kind of regret not getting the flame version, but it also didn't look like him, so whatever. And then this freaking figure. I have issues with this figure. Posability, amazing, not gonna lie. But in the movie, he's only shirtless once. Or I think it was only once. But in that scene, he has shoes. And I mean, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was be-shoed the entire time. So I don't know if this figure is like based off some pre-production shit or maybe a cut John Malkovich scene or some shit. But this specific configuration of suit, I believe, does not show up in the movie. I may be wrong again, but it bugs me, man. Like, freaking make him accurate, guy. Hate that. I also have the Silver Surfer. She should be coming up soon. But not now, because today we're going back to G. Dang Ross. And we're looking at freaking the gold, old school Iron Man figure. I used to have a Avengers set. when I was a kid, a Toy Biz one. I had this specific Iron Man, so I always liked them. I liked them so much I ended up getting the silver one that was released originally. But they ended up freaking doing the repaint, so I got him. Because it was like $4. And then I was checking out freaking Walmart. And they had this 2-pack for freaking like $30, I believe. Which is like a 60-something buck 2-pack. With no shipping. No shipping charge. So I had to get it. I got it for War Machine. But I ended up liking this loser way more. Like as a figure, he's just super cool. I don't care for this character. I mean, I know nothing about this character. Don't even know his name. That's why I'm not saying it. I think it's freaking in my ass guy. So yeah, that's a thing. I ended up kind of being like underwhelmed by War Machine. My boy, freaking Ahab, aka doesn't put out any videos, McGinty, secured me this at Doc's. The 2-pack with Venom and Cap. Again, I got this for this Venom. I ended up being more impressed by this Cap. It's like a really good Cap. Probably the best Cap I have, obviously. I have a few Caps. This is my favorite one. But yeah, this Venom is amazing also. Really cool 2-pack. Last thing in this box. Found a Talking Heads LP from boy Eric. Who I'm a fan of Eric, but man, that boy's got to stop putting stickers on his LPs because that glue stayed on there, and I'm scared to use like Goo Gone in case the ink runs or something. And then my homeboy freaking Ahab got this Woodstock / Snoopy pop from Doc's. All right, we're back. This is the second batch of stuff. First up, we got freaking Orlok from the remake Nosferatu. The 50th remake, I believe. Oh man, I had to get this from the Dockland. Man, this is like the best, possibly the best likeness McFarlane's done. It looks exactly like her, man. Also my favorite Catwoman. Definitely not Anne Hathaway. Not hating on Anne, but that was a freaking character. Also coming from Dockland, Super Spider-Man 2099. Hey, I got picked up the freaking Spider-Man 2 PS5 game. Black suit Spidey. Unfortunately, I didn't pick up any Spivey figures. What I did pick up was this super cheap, I believe they're called Joy Toy, I may be wrong, Warhammer figure. They're super expensive usually, but I guess these, I don't know why these like kind of like basic ones, the Chaos Marine, I don't know if it's the Chaos Marine, whatever, the freaking blood whatever Imperium whatever, the blood whatever Marine was mad cheap, and then the Ultramarine was mad cheap too, the blue one. So I just got this one because I already have, I don't know, I like red, guy. I don't know anything about freaking Warhammer. I just know it's cool looking, right? Speaking of cool looking things, I got this freaking Gamerverse Punisher Marvel Legend. Super cool figure, man. Like really good posability. It just looks badass. You know, it's got that old blue suit from the arcade game, which is really fun, by the way. Been playing it on my, well, I haven't been playing, I have played it on my Steam Deck, and enjoyed it quite a bit, guy. So yeah. And with the Punmeister came Nick Fury. Of course, OG white Nick Fury, not the black version. I was really careful not to say something weird there. Not because of racism, but because, you know, you just gotta be careful sometimes, guy, right? Anyway, non-black freaking Nick Fury. No cigar, which sucks. I'm just reaching into this bag and grabbing shit, guy. And what did I get? I got this Five Below little pale girl. Got it around Halloween. I think they're Trick or Treat retro figures from Walmart. I literally had to fight a cholo for these, guys. Like, I was grabbing them right off the shelf, and this stupid piece of shit walks up to me and like shoves his way in and grabs them off the shelf. I'm like, it's annoying. Anyway, I got pretty much the whole set. I'm missing the one with the freaking flower eyes. Oh no! Damn it! I just shattered a freaking homeboy. My little alien bobbler broke his feet off, guy. Alright, so next up, I picked up a couple Dr. Seuss little vinyl figures. These weren't Five Below. This was at Dee Dee's, I believe, or Ross, I don't remember. Man, I may be wrong, but I distinctly remember Dr. Seuss being like against merchandising because, you know, he didn't want to be like, you know, predatory against kids. Not in a sexual way, but like, you know, like money-wise. Meanwhile, whoever owns the rights right now, which I'm assuming is his wife, if she's still alive, he's cashing in because the Grinch is everywhere now, okay? And so is freaking Sam. Also found Chester Cheetah. Of course, I'm a Cheetite. No, I'm not a Cheetite. I'm a Cheeto-ite. Had to get him. Also got this little vinyl. I don't know what he is. Godzilla. Pretty cute. Picked up this 3D printed Xenomorph from Temu. Love him. Also picked up this 3D printed banana. Classic. And along with the Terrifier line, I picked her up. Of course. Wood bang. That's it. Ross, or Dee Dee's actually had this little Uzumaki as hoe. Got this little Mecha Godzilla mini. I got this blind bag Lydia, which kind of looks like a freaking drag queen. So that's a thing. But she can go along with my beat. So that's cool. Got this little mini Godzilla again. Pretty cool. Going back to Fantastic Four. We got the Silver Surfer from the movie. You know, that's her pose that she does, right? This is, I mean, it's a cool fig. I like the sculpt and all. But they gave it this weird pearlescent look, which just kind of looks kind of cheap. Like, I get the idea, but it just doesn't look very good. And I know it's not going to show up in the camera, but they added these like streaks of yellow throughout. I guess as like a reflections, but it just looks booty holes. But anyway, whatever. She's cool. Going back to Gronch, squeezing every dime from Dr. Seuss's corpse. 2 Gronches. We need the Gronk as the Grinch. That's all I'm saying.
Gronk break. What are you doing? Are you serious?
Thing 1 and thing 2. And then I found this freaking Steamboat Willie ass Hot Wheel. Had to freaking secure these at Doc Scorpion from the McFarlane line. These are pretty cool figs. My only complaint is that this like plastic smock thing gets in the way of any articulation. And also, I mean, I get it, you know, they are palette swaps in the game, but him, Sub-Zero, and Reptile are literally the exact same. They don't even come with like unique accessories. He comes, Scorpion comes with the little, you know, harpoon thing, but that's it, guy. No one else comes with unique accessories. So that's a thing. And then we got this freaking guy. So McFarlane sucking ass, you know, announced the Doom the Dark Ages freaking elite figure being super expensive, and it sold out within seconds. But the boy Doc was able to secure a shipment, right? Or so we thought, because they started sending out emails to small retailers being like, yo, we're not gonna be able to fulfill these, guys. Now, I don't think Doc ever got one, but he also never got the shipment. So I had to settle for this red boy that wasn't even in the game until this figure released. Which is fine. I mean, it looks okay. Paint job's booty, like it's missing so much detail. My issue is that they gave it this plastic cape, which the Elite comes with, like a fur cape, faux fur cape. But that just, like, you can't move his arms now. Which, granted, the old ones had terrible articulation, but you had the freaking chance to fix that, and you didn't. Also, doesn't come with the shield. You know, the one thing he has the entire freaking game? So that's a thing. Still cool, mind you. I kind of want to repaint it. Because this red, I mean, come on, guy. Was he red? Next up, we got a freaking fish commando guy from Fortnite, which I've been playing a lot lately for some goddamn reason. That's it. And then we got Adam Maitland from Beetlejuice. Also got this mini Snoopy, world's smallest Snoopy Hot Wheel. Because my boy Ahab secured me the regular size Snoopy Hot Wheel. Got Gurr I was also gonna get Zim, but I didn't really like his head, so I just got Gur. Got this really nice Corpse Bride. Love her. Found Fry at freaking Ross. And then I got this little guy. I just like how he looks. Like, I don't give a shit about this property or whatever it is. I just like how he looks. Pretty cool. I got a freaking blind bag of vinyl figure Godzillas. And I was like, as long as I don't get Biollante, got Biollante. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get an extra one. Got Biollante. Also got a second Alien 3D printed boy. This one's pretty cool, the colors. Let's get into some NECA shit. Ooh, I opened that and it smelled toxic, boy. Toxic like my verija. At Eric. I like how we're just going by, just calling him Eric. We're not even saying where his store is or anything. The Collective Toy Co. Pretty cool toy store. Anyway, he had this freaking Jungle Hunter Predator. Of course, my favorite Predator. So, yeah, he's pretty cool. I thought maybe it was a knockoff. Like, some things were kind of weird. Like, the feet aren't painted or, like, sculpted. But, I don't know. I don't think it is. It's really high quality if it is. The box looked good. Like, the printing wasn't weird. And it's got that weird translucent skin that some NECA figures have. So, I don't know. If it is a knockoff, I don't care because it was super cheap. So, whatever. And then, at Ross, for a while, was getting some NECA shit, and I got this Freddy vs. Jason, despite not caring for that movie at all, and not necessarily liking this Jason. I mean, he's fine, but I don't know, I needed Jason, it was cheap, so whatever. Ross again, coming in for the win. I needed an Ash from part 1, and I didn't pick this up because he looked too much like a BG. But at the price, I had to get him. Ash from part 1. This is the least BG head. Now they also had McCready from The Thing, but that boy just looks like a straight up BG guy. I couldn't justify that purchase.
Ew. It doesn't look good. Looks bad.
Again, Ross came in with freaking the T1000 from T2. And Ross once again with that Boris Karloff Frankenstein
In the house!
having that freaking something just entered my beehole face. Not gonna lie, movie kind of blew. I mean, I know it's a classic. I'm not disputing its classicness, but it was 90% Baron von Frankenstein. Think like 1% cool stuff guy. But I will say this is my favorite looking Frankenstein. Like, I know it's not book accurate, but in my mind, if that Frankenstein doesn't have a freaking block ass head, kind of lame. I mean, the movie might be cool. That boy's gotta have block head guy. And then they found freaking Art the Clown NECA at GameStop actually. This is a pretty cool like, I didn't like how lanky he looked in the pictures, but in person it looks cool. And it has like an insane amount of accessories. And every single head it comes with is cool, which is shocking. Like, you always get like the one that looks like dog feet or Bee Gees. But every single one is cool, so it's actually kind of hard to display. Like, which one do I pick? The only complaint is he's too clean. Like, I mean, he's clean like 1% of the movies? So yeah, Ahab got the bloodied one. Hate him for that. I picked up this Shredder, NECA Shredder. Really cool figure. I said I don't really have much to say about it. I just picked up a Shredder guy. That's Mo 2 again. Picked this up at Target. I believe it was a Target exclusive. These retro redone Masters of the Universe retro style figures. They're really cool. Really nice packaging. They both come in like these releasable boxes. Battle Damage, Magic the Gathering, freaking Spider-Man. Really cool Spider-Man figure. I got it at a deal. I mean, I don't know what happened. This is just me theorizing, but I assume someone returned it or something to Docs because his little feet was not printed. See? I mean, that's my theory, but I ended up getting it at a deal. Because of that, it was opened. It had old stuff. But I wasn't going to pay freaking $40 for a shitty card, you know what I mean? So, deal, classic, love him. Recently I traded in my Switch because I got all my Switch games running on my Steam Deck. And used that credit to get a couple things. I got this DC, I believe it's a collectibles, DC Collectibles McFarlane Two-Face, which I noticed and looks a lot like Willem Dafoe. Very pale figure though. I kind of want to repaint him, but I probably won't. Art the Clown's Gat, because he didn't come with a gat despite having a gat hand. Classic. I found this cute ass dog, had to get him, love him. Another pop, I picked up Elvira. Since I believe all most Big Lots closed recently, or they got bought out by Ollie's, or some locations got bought out by Ollie's. We actually got an Ollie's nearby. We went there. They didn't have much, but it was just fun to look around. I picked up these two Scott Snyder Batmans. They seem to be just kind of random, you know. I think one of them's like a prequel. The other one's just random stories. But for the price, kind of had to get them. And then we got two more figs. The boy Ahab found a ghoul from the Amazon Fallout series. Now it doesn't look like it here, but apparently there's some issues with some of these ghoul figures where they don't have necks. Some have necks, some don't. And I happen to get one without no neck, guy. That's right, without no neck. Of course, Ahab got one too, and his has freaking mecha neck going on. Like, come on, guy. I'm the Goggins guy. I guess I'm the Goggins guy. I don't freaking know, guy. And then this figure was like a freaking GameStop and Amazon exclusive, and it was super expensive for a while. And I kept checking Amazon, and it was just resellers, and it was like in the 60s, 70s. One day, I guess they re-upped, and it was freaking normal price, guy. Cooper Howard, Walton Goggins. It's just a freaking guy in a suit, guy. but I like him.
I don't give a fuck about these ducks.
Got this freaking rip-off Pennywise duck. Got this Ninjor dragon guy. Hate Ninjor. This one's actually pretty cool. And I think that's it. Oh man, my freaking elbow black as shit, guy. Yesterday we went into town to a Mexico joint, and they had these Lucky Cats. Love them. Went to Walmart and I found the Movie Maniac Fallout statuette figure things, which seem to have a lot of mixed reaction. Like the ghoul reviews on Amazon are like, this sucks. Mine, I got lucky with it. It looks good. But I know that some of these just look like shit. Like the paint jobs are really bad. You can tell, like, this base looks hella cheap. But it's cool looking, so I'm not hating. I also found Lucy. She does look a little dead-eyed, and of course they didn't capture her alien-like features. I feel like Glorp is more alien-like. But it's just cool, and they're cheaper on Walmart than they are online. So that's cool. One thing that sucks giant, smelly, unwashed wasteland ass about this one specific. This little thing she's sitting on, it's cardboard, guy. And it's really cheap, flimsy cardboard. Like, come on. You can even see the tape on it. I will say that the extra goodie for Walton Goggins sucks giant ass. I do kind of like Lucy's though. It's pretty cool. Stickers. Alright, so now we're doing some miscellaneous crap that doesn't really fit into anything. Gotta show love for the boy Larry, aka Evil Larry. Love him. My favorite internet cat right now. Before Larry even came, oh, by the way, this is the bag that they sent you in. Sent Larry in. A tough cat. Pretty cool. Before Larry was my favorite cat, though, the boy Bingus was my favorite. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of Bingus content. So, you know, I found this little Bingus, which I guess they had made at some point, and I just picked them up secondhand for really cheap. Now, there is an official Bingus Instagram account, which is bogus because it's not official. It's not owned by the OG Bingus. The OG Bingus, as far as I can tell, there's only one video of. So yeah, it's some guy who claims he's Bingus, but he's not. Anyway, he launched another freaking a campaign to make this. It's the exact same thing, so he even stole that. Not only did he steal a classic Bingus, or wait, a classic cat, but he stole the same design. The only difference, his little arm is like this. So I got the OG Bingus, not giving any money to that fake bogus Bingus. Also on Temu recently, I've been on like a meme cat roll. Picked up Glorp. Of course, he's a classic alien cat. And then, whoa, what the hell? And then a freaking Tough Cat came out with these little bag charms, Larry's. And of course, his lover slash possible father slash originally an alien, James, aka Sirius. I also got some Larry stickers and Larry mouse pad. I got a lot of Larry stuff. Bingus is back here, guy. Love him. Talking about all the fake Bingus. Oh my god, you see my stomach? Cool. Love that. Anyway, talking about all those fake Bingus boys. And I got a fake Bingus guy. Except he's cool. Look at this little guy. Love him. I want like 80 of them. Just put them in front of my freaking ass all the time. I don't know why. Insert because I forgot. I also got this freaking Sergeant Slaughter G.I. Joe. It was like $7 at DD's. Or Ross, I don't remember. Whatever. The other day I went to DD's and they had like 8,000 of them. So clearly no one cares. And I don't really give a shit about Sergeant Slaughter. But I feel like this was just kind of a cool like toy history piece, you know. Now, the thing about this one is, as you can see scale-wise here, this is a pop right next to it. It's tiny. And it cost, I believe, $25 or $30 originally. Ridiculous. I got him for $4. I still think that's too much. But he's super cute, so I still picked him up. At the shelves that have not been set up of Doom. Just to show a couple things I picked up at Spirit after Halloween. So I got this for like super cheap. It's a bog beast, he speaks, but I'm not gonna subject you to that. Also got this Snoopy. I got this Beetlejuice mask, which looks really cool. I like it. Up there, you can barely see it, is the Fallout Pops, Lucy the Ghoul, and Maximus. And of course, now I have Cooper. And Necroconda, which I forgot to show. Classic. I didn't put this in any boxes. I didn't want to lose the lightsaber. But I found Darth Maul Black Series. Don't care for Star Wars again. And Phantom Menace, in my opinion, is the worst Star Wars movie. Piece of shit. No, you know what? Attack of the Clones. Piece of shit. But this is pretty bad too. But he's cool looking. And apparently the actor's going insane, so there's that. Alright, so I'm cutting in real quick because I had this part in the video and it was freaking hella ass and weird. I went on a bizarre rant about broccoli hairs. Anyway, there's Beatty. I just want to show real quick. I got the John Bernthal Punisher. Looking hella sad. Thankfully I didn't get one of the weird broccoli hair ones. It actually looks really good. And I ordered this little coat from Amazon. Looks really good on him. Also got the Daredevil with that. Really cool Daredevil figure. Love him. It's just these were too cool not to show, but that rant was horrible. I think that's it, guy. Oh. Pickle. Anyway. Whatever the sign-off we usually do is insert... Oh, wait! How could I forget, guys? The coolest, most sensical tie-in I have ever freaking experienced. The classic Uzumaki Bluetooth speaker, which actually sounds pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this is a thing that they made. Anyway, wrapping it up, okay?